Beyonce is better than you. She slaps you upside your face because you're not as good.
So Beyonce, tell us about the song you're about to sing.
I'm about to sing Listen, and this is the moment where Dina finally finds her voice. The whole movie she's been manipulated, and she's kind of lost her own opinions. And I think a lot of women can relate to the lyrics.
Yes. Take it away, Beyonce.
Listen to the song here in my heart.
I love that beginning. That beginning is actually really, really powerful. So this is something a lot of singers mess up is, one, if you start like, listen, you have nowhere to go, right? If that's what you do, you have nowhere to go. So she starts off grounded, together, soft, but then the use of pausing, the use of the words. Imagine if she did, listen to the words, right? Listen kind of gets lost there, right? So she's like, listen to my words. And so very, very appreciative of the text she is.
For my dreams to be heard, they will not be pushed aside or turned.
I love the way she's hitting the consonants here, right? We go from the
to the sound from deep within.
Progressively the consonants are being hit harder and harder and harder. And it allows, one of the difficulties that a lot of people have is keeping this line, this legato, and the breath going, right? So one of the more popular exercises for that is, and people don't actually understand kind of what the exercise is for. That if it increases in pressure, decreases in pressure, you are singing with inconsistent breath. And so right now, Beyonce has incredibly consistent breath, but is really in time. And so the consonants are right on the beat, And that's extremely important. Woo! Woo! Ooh, that's a start if I've ever seen one. Yeah, buddy. On the consonants, right with the instrumentation. I just want to hear it again. Again, right? That word is so important, right? She gives it the pause and it's dramatic. The second one. It's these, like when you do these like kind of grindy things, it's really, really tough. Not necessarily on your voice, but it's hard in that these effects are not efficient, which is fine. We don't sing to be efficient, right? Right. Like efficiency helps, but you know, that's not the priority, all the time anyway. And so this means that she has to be extremely, extremely, extremely gentle with her air, which is kind of backwards from what you'd think, right? You'd think, right? But it's, I'm not good at that. Leave it to the opera singer to actually mess up growling like it's his job. But yeah, the way that this works is that the false folds kind of rub together and give this nice little grind, similar actually to how metal singers scream. But yeah, so that's difficult from a breath point of view. And then listen to how she treats home. Listen to how she treats home real quick. Right? Home. She is going in like just the details of the text is just, she's right on the money here.
To say what's on my mind. You should have known. Oh.
This is also really important too. Using pronouns, you, right? Enacting the saying is do not punch the pronouns. Because if you sound like an a-hole, like you should have known. That's not really the operative word, right? It's you should have known, right? So a lot of people, they see this word and they see it's the high note, and they'll try to go, you should have known, but that's not what's important in this line. And so that's Beyonce gives it the respect it deserves. She lightens it up.
To say what's on my mind, you should have known. Oh.
This is so good. Woo! You'll be getting some Patti LaBelle moments. All right. So, goodness gracious, that's so epic. So, okay, we actually need to kind of dig into technique a little bit more in depth, which is going to be important here. So in more traditional singing, what we do is we tilt the thyroid cartilage, and let's actually get a picture of the thyroid cartilage itself. The Adam's apple, basically. And it's just larger with men, so that's why you don't see a lot of Adam's apple on apples on women. So what you can do, actually, is you can tilt this thyroid cartilage. And what that does is it stretches out the folds, because the folds, there we go, I know how to do this, have an insertion here, and then at the like behind that shield, that's where the vocal folds are attached. In front of the green there, that's the thyroid cartilage. You can actually see this cartilage right here. And so this is how we have vibrato, right? Right? Not the words, not the pitch. Well, it's the words, but you know, it's pitch, not what Beyonce's singing. Also, shocker, not as good as Beyonce. Yeah. But yes, so this is what we do for more traditional singing, but we don't do that for belting. We use something completely different for belting. Belting, we use what's called the cricoid cartilage, and that is the highlighted in green there. Now, what ends up happening is we can tilt that, and that's what gives us belt right now. But for our purposes, this is most people, this is the consensus of how belt works. These muscles in the back contract this way, and so it lifts the cricoid cartilage in an upward diagonal motion. And here's the consequence of that. Here, this little bone gets contracted back and upwards. Now what that does is it actually shortens the folds, right? The cricoid cartilage does this, and the vocal folds do this. They get short and fat, right? And so that's how we get a belt. But I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to blow your freaking mind. What if I told you time? Wrong hand. So, if we go back here, and this really, really wide vibrato is what happens when you tilt both at the same time. Patti LaBelle, boom, right? We see this all the time from her. Woo! Beyonce has entered the Vocal Olympics. She got some larynx business going on. She wins gold. She just won gold. Ooh, I always love this. This is like my favorite thing in music. It's the most dramatic thing, is when everybody just stops right on time. And that is your more traditional thyroid tilt. That's right here. I think this is really, really dope. That is super high too. Let's see. Hold on, let me figure this out. AF, no big, right? Everybody can do it. Not me though. Yes! Come on! Yes, nasality! Beautiful. Beautiful. Like, people always treat nasality like it's this thing you have to get rid of. No, you can use it. You can use it. Fine, right? Get it dirty. Get it nasty. Beautiful. It's like classical gorgeousness. So I was reading in the comments that some people think that this is lip synced. No, it's not. This might be hard to believe, but sometimes people are extraordinary. Sometimes people are amazing. Wrong button. Amazing. That looks weird. I do not like that face there. Sometimes people are just really, really good. And does it not make sense that Beyonce, who especially at the time was singing extremely difficult stuff, was extremely active and has been active since she was like 12? So, maybe Beyonce isn't the most extraordinary singer ever to grace the earth, but she's really, really good. She's been doing it for a long time, even when she's young here. So yeah, this is real. Some people just want to fake. They want to say, oh, this isn't real, it's lip sync. Why do you want to do that? Because you want to feel good about yourself and you can't handle it. You can't handle the truth. Beyonce is better than you. She slaps you upside your face because you're not as good. This is actually legit one of the best performances I've ever heard, too. This is kind of sick. Not kind of sick. It is sick. If you like this video, maybe like and subscribe, and then maybe my father will love me.